Yeah, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to warm up your aim in the practice range. I'm going to teach you how to improve, practice, and kind of just get used to your sensitivity. I wouldn't suggest changing your sensitivity too frequently, but if you have recently done that and you plan on sticking to your sensitivity, these methods are going to be really good for you to kind of adapt and get used to them over the course of a few days to a few weeks perhaps. But the first one that you want to do is come behind this start area here and hit F3, and under streak we have eliminate 50. So in this mode, bots spawn from this side to this side. This is great. It's a big area. It forces you to look at potentially all the way like this. So you're gonna have to get used to actually using your sense. That's what we want, right? But what I'm gonna teach you guys here now is to actually use counter strafing as you're shooting these guys, because if you counter strafe it, if you're just shooting someone while you're standing still like this the whole time in an actual game, it's gonna be really hard for you to win more gunfights than you're gonna lose, because if you're standing still, you're basically like the bots, right? You're kind of like imitating the bots. It's really easy for people to shoot someone standing still. So what you want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I want you to do. You're gonna hit start. So the bot spawns, we shoot it, we hit A, we shoot it, we hit D, and then even if we miss, we're gonna keep strafing each time we shoot. So I'm gonna whiff a bunch of shots just to show you guys how I'd like you to do this. But after each shot, regardless if it's a kill or not, you're gonna strafe in the opposite direction. And basically what this does, you can imagine being in an actual game and trying to shoot someone that's doing this. It's kind of, I actually hit that guy, that's crazy. It's going to be much harder for someone to kill you. If someone's doing this against you, it's much harder for you to kill them as well. So do this is the first kind of method. And also I wanted to teach you guys that you should come out to the right or left side. I've taught this before, but people have asked me since I made those videos. So come out to the right here, shoot, strafe. Shoot, strafe. It'll be harder in some of these cases because they'll spawn behind you, but this is really good practice. It's okay if you're missing. The first few times you practice this, just try to keep doing it. Be consistent. Don't give up. Keep strafing. And this is kind of what it should look like. You see, I'm strafing even if I miss. You don't have to strafe for a really long distance, by the way. You can just kind of I just kind of barely move, because just a slight movement, if an enemy is shooting at you, can be enough to throw their aim off and allow you to win the gunfight. But my point here is to kind of just not stand still. This also helps you adapt to your aim and your sensitivity more quickly. You can look at your score, but mainly just I want you to feel more in tune with your aim, right? Like if your score isn't improving every single time, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. But overall, your score should improve over time. So next, I always like to come out to here. This is kind of less stressful for me because there's always a score in there. Now we're outside the beautiful sky, So what we want to do here is we can do the same thing, strafe in between shots. This isn't a counter strafe guide though, so what we can do is we could just shoot. I pretty much automatically counter strafe though, so I'm not gonna be talking about that here. But basically, I'm just kind of trying to shoot as many of these guys as possible while bursting, and this is really good for just kind of adapting your aim. I always burst because I like to use the Vandal here. You can use Phantom. You can also tap, you don't have to burst. But the whole point is really to just get our aim on the target, right? You see I'm missing a couple. So if you're missing a couple, you can go crazy flicks across here. It's going to be harder to hit obviously, or quickly, it's going to be harder to hit. Take your time with these, you don't have to go as quickly as I'm trying to go. You can also spray transfer. This is called spray transferring. See, it's kind of hard to do that long of a distance, but this shorter distance, you can crouch. So really, the whole point is to get our aim quicker. If your sense is new, you're gonna see if I swap my sense here down to 0.2, then I wouldn't suggest you do this. But you see how much harder this is for me. So if you're trying a new sense, this is the type of things you're gonna want to do. But yeah. I'll show you guys one more thing real quick. So, something someone asked about recently, there's strafe bots. We click practice with strafe bots. This is kind of imitating what would be done if someone's counter strafing. I think these bots move pretty quick though, so it's not really that accurate, but it's still good to kind of practice your aim. See if you can hit them in the heads. It's not always the easiest thing to do because, they kind of move sporadically, but you can try your best. Also, I feel like I'm shooting him in the head, am I not? Maybe their hitboxes move. But yeah, this is something you can do. Also, just the normal practice. You don't need to do strafe. This is good. You can just kind of shoot between if you imagine this line as the middle, you can flick across the line and get 1 kill on this side, 1 kill on this side, 1 kill on this side, and keep going. Try not to miss, of course. But if you miss, it's fine. It's gonna happen, obviously. And yeah, so this is the third method. I'm gonna leave you guys with that, though. If you have any questions, you know, leave it in the comments. Hopefully this is helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe. Peace.